Hi guys. Okay, so my name is Shafik Ismail. Okay. I'm an IT instructor, the CompTIA A plus IT support course. I teach that, and I've been doing that for the past few years, and I've been doing mainframe previously, and that's why I'm proudly presenting my t-shirt. That's my class that I had some time back, a few years ago. Anyway, so A plus. That's a tough course, guys. When I first wrote my exams, I used to sleep, eat, and dream about all sorts of IP addresses and questions that I need to know for the test. It's a tough exam. All right. Believe me, ask my learners, they'll tell you. All right. It's a tough exam. So, what do you need to do to pass? You need to study relentlessly. When you go on a trip in your car, you put on your YouTube video or connect that to your radio set in your car. Don't watch the video, but listen in. Get those questions and try and answer them before they give you the answer. Go through Google, go through AI, go through all your content and material that's been given to you. That alone is not going to help you. You need to do further research. You got to know things so well because those questions that CompTIA sets, okay, they can be very difficult to follow. So you got to understand what they're trying to get at, okay? It's not easy to understand it. You first need to break it down, look at those keywords, okay? And those keywords should give an indication of what kind of answer they're looking at, all right? So try and identify those keywords. Generally, they'll give you, these are multiple choice questions, about 80 of them or so, all right? There's a core one and there's a core two. So the core one is all to do with hardware, the core two is all to do with software, but they're very interrelated. But nevertheless, to be able to be ready for the CompTIA exam, I suggest you go through plenty and plenty of quizzes. All right. Now I work for a company called Pascolis, best company in the world. Super company. It's uh, a profit profit-free company, non-profit. That's the word I'm looking for. A non-profit company, and they absolutely so good. Pascola started very small and have now scaled up to about 600 employees. And really, I'm so proud of the company that I work for. I enjoy what I do, and I reckon it's probably one of the best companies out there. And you know what? Pascolas offers free courses, not only for CompTIA IT, but they have Security Plus, Network Plus, Java, you name it. It's all IT related courses. And what's the cherry on the top? It's for free. Oh my. Yeah, it's for free, guys. All right. So if you are eligible, okay, you can apply. They will have a look to see whether you can afford it or not. But generally, it's more for the low classes and the lower income, not low class, lower income groups. Okay, people that just cannot afford this because it's an expensive course. As a lot of companies um, that that sponsor Pascolas, and they obviously tap off Pascolas for the right kind of candidates for employing them. All right. So the one thing that I do, okay, so on my first day, whenever I get a new class, I do tell them, guys, listen up. I do not want anybody to talk about politics, religion, and culture. because those can really cause a lot of havoc. All right. And those can be fairly dangerous, especially in an environment where there's more than two or three people around, because each one's got their own views. Okay. So no politics, no religion, and don't talk about culture. If you want to know more about culture, that's fine. Ask a few things, but don't have any comments, all right? Because each one's culture is going to be different, all right? And don't insult the different cultures that we have in class, okay? And there's a variety of cultures from all different parts of the world. Okay, so you may ask me, but politics, why would that be bad? I mean, each one's got their own views, and it's nice to know what the other person is thinking. Oh my golly. Don't ever get into that, because that can be a heated subject. You know, I've been told a story once. This 5-year-old son, the dad went up to this 5-year-old son and he says, son, what would you like to know today? And son looks up at the dad. Dad, I want to know what is politics. The dad says, wow, you want to know about politics? And the dad has to think really fast. He had to think fast on his feet. What kind of answer? How does he explain politics to a 5-year-old? So he thought about that and he says, son, listen to me, boy. I'm going to teach you all about politics. So open your ears, open your mind, think what I'm saying, and ask me questions if you have it. Okay? And I said, yes, Dad. And he goes, son, okay, so I have to look after you, correct? I have to look after you and I have to look after your little baby brother. And the boy says, yes, Dad. I'm trying to imitate a 5-year-old, okay? So he goes, yes, Dad. So the father says, all right. Okay, so I've got to look after you guys. So you call me the capitalist. Capitalist. Okay, Dad. Okay. So the dad says, all right. So I'm the capitalist, but the money is kept with your mom, and she is the government. And the child says, and the boy says, okay, so she is the government. You are the capitalist. Mom is the government. Okay, all right. I understand what politics is about. He says, oh, hold on. It's not done yet. The dad says, okay, we're not done yet. Do you know your babysitter and small brother's babysitter? She is the worker. Oh, all right. So says the son. She is the worker. Okay. So you get a capitalist, you get the government, you get a worker. I know it. I know it very well. So the father said, whoa, we're not done yet, son. Okay. Do you know your baby boy, your baby brother? He is the future. Oh, okay. And the boy then frowns and tries to work it out in his mind. Capitalist, government, future. He says, but Dad, what about me? Where do I fall into the picture? And the dad says, good question, son. You are the people. Oh, all right. Okay, so let me try and get this right, says the little boy. You get the government, who's mom. You get the capitalist, you are dad. You get the people, who is me. And then you get the, what else? And the son forgot. It says the future, boy. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. And my baby brother is the future. Very good, very good. And the The father asks him, okay, so you know what's politics now? He says, yeah, but he's a little hesitant, and you can see that he's trying to work it out and puzzle this thing, politics, with all these kind of things going on. So he says, capitalist, government, people, future. He's trying to put things into perspective. He's not too happy. So the dad says, now do you understand me, son? Yes, Daddy. And he's a little hesitant. Yes, Daddy. And then he goes to bed that night, but he cannot sleep because he's still puzzled. He's trying to work it out, but he doesn't have the access like we do, right? Chat GPT and Google and all he has is a tablet, and that has uh, what games? I'm not a gamer, guys. I used to play Prince of Persia when I was a kid. I used to love that. I don't know if that game is still around, guys, but nevertheless. So he has a tablet with a few games on it. And I know he's got Super Mario Brothers. Okay, so anyway. So he doesn't have the resources we have right now, and he's only 5 years old, guys. Give him a break. All right. So anyway, so he's mulling over it and he falls asleep. Early morning, he gets waked up. And he gets up and he hears his baby brother crying out in the nursery. So he tiptoes, goes into the nursery, and he sees this diaper disaster. And he runs out of there. Stinky stuff, stinky stuff. You wouldn't want to go close to it. So what has he decided? Okay, he'll go and speak to mom. So he goes slowly and tiptoes into the mom's room, slowly opens the door, and he sees his mom sleeping, sound asleep. Poor guy, he's so considerate. He says, okay, I'm not going to trouble my mom. So he closes the door slowly, and then he decides to go to the babysitter's room. He tiptoes slowly, and he goes into the babysitter's room, turns the handle slowly, opens the door, and he sees his dad having an affair with the babysitter. Oh my God. And he sees his dad and this babysitter going crazy. But the considerate boy he is, what does he say? He's not going to trouble them. So he slowly closes the door and he runs back to bed. And he's now again thinking about what his dad told him during the day. And he sees that light. The bulb go off. Eureka! Wow, he knows what politics is now. Amazing. And he's so proud of himself. So the next morning, he's up early. He gets up, takes his favorite dinosaur, and he puts that into his pocket, and he walks up to the kitchen, and then they're having breakfast. His dad and his mom's working at the fridge somewhere, and he says, Dad, Mom, I know what politics is now. And the dad says, oh, wow, son, I'm so proud of you, but hang on. Let me call Mom. Hey, darling, come over here. I'll show you what we taught our son. And so Mom comes and she says, okay, son, now you tell us what politics is. So the son says, I know what politics is now. Yes, I know. I figured it out. I know exactly what politics is. And he says, Dad, Mom, and he's looking up at them, and he says, the government, while the government is asleep, the capitalist screws the workers, the working class. And the people are ignored, and the future is in deep doo-doo. Yep, that's what politics is. So he looks up at his mom, and his mom's got his eyes wide open looking at her dad, her mouth wide open. And then he says, Mom, did I do well? Did I know what politics is? And the boy asks the dad, and he looks at the dad, and the dad's got his head down and his eyes over his eyes, red as a tomato. And then he says, Dad, did I do well? Do I know what politics is now? And that, and that's the reason why I say politics. Stay out of it, guys. As long as you know that there's definitely some kind of debate that will go on that's going to get people really upset. All right. Stay out of politics, guys. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. But that's just a joke. Don't take that seriously, guys. Don't take any offense, okay? All right. CompTIA is a difficult course. Learn hard, play hard. And while you're studying for that, YouTube, any other application that can help you learn about the course, about IP addresses and DHCP and DNS and networks and switches and hubs and USB-C and RJ45, all that good stuff. I mean, you go to sleep, eat, think, dream, do everything. All right. Good luck, guys. Enjoy your learning process and wish you the best of luck. Talk to you guys later. Bye.